I'm going to just film everybody. Let's join the circle here.
I think David's going to sort of lead a little bit. Yeah.
Are you recording something?
Oh, look at
If you don't mind, you're used to it. You're used to it.
Video, or is that
I'm doing a video, so I'll just send it to everybody.
Where's the camera? What part
It's
is
in
the
there.
camera?
Where's
Is it by your finger?
See the little hole at the
bottom left?
These things are amazing.
No, it's not the top
I
part.
know, I say top ones. Hello, Kitty.
I can clearly see you all, so...
Last night, and I'll be a pet.
Well,
You two guys in your green shirts.
okay. Well, I think it's
Now show us what you've taken.
No.
We'll see that later.
See it later.
that's the idea.
Wait till it comes out. Preview though.
Well, I just thought it was a good opportunity. This is an idea that I had actually 3 years ago, when we were down in Quebec City, and we were right near the actual location that Grandpa Woolger physically arrived at.
Oh yeah.
Now we weren't able to get over to that portion of the city, but we saw it, and it just struck me as an idea that somewhere down the future, on the anniversary in 2012, actually it was 3 years into the future, that we'd all go to Quebec City. And,
So this is next
but this is certainly the next best thing, because so I just thought it would be an appropriate opportunity for the family to get together for the patriarch, Richard's dad, and our grandfather and grandfather-in-law, for I guess everyone else, to an uncle for Terry.
An uncle, yeah.
And, because
Uncle
it's really
Les.
quite a unique circumstance to be able to look back 100 years and be able to date a time and a place as to when the patriarch arrived, and in Jim's case, the same year that his mom was born. So
Wow.
it has quite a double and triple significance.
Same year Terry's mom was born.
Oh, really?
His baby sister.
His baby sister.
Wow.
1912.
Didn't you say they would both have been 100 this year?
Yeah, my mother turned 100 in January.
Is that
Anna
right?
did, yes.
Wow.
So, for all the damage that we did at 152 Pinegrove, Mark and I offer apologies along with Richard. But it was a great and loving pair they were. And,
That's for sure.
with both Leslie and Ellen, we remember them with great fondness and love. So,
We just got a tour of Glenmount Park. They let us go into the house and use the bathroom and go into the backyard, and we took pictures. So all four was
that's very personal.
yeah.
Make yourself look
So did you get in the picture?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Do you want him to hold that?
No, I got in the picture.
No,
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
Get in the picture.
okay.
That's kind. How many people?
You have a coin?
Oh, for flipping a coin? Aww, there is this. I don't understand it. Flip a coin. Okay. Explain this, Liz.
Well,
There you go.
when Sid and Leslie, at the start of World War II, one, not World War II, one was allowed to stay back home to take care of the family, as was the circumstances in those days, because the social network, as Jim can explain in detail at any given point, didn't exist. And so we understand.
Mark told me it's because Grandpa had flat feet.
Well, I don't know. A new mystery emerges. But the story is that they flipped a coin as to who was going to go and who was going to stay. And so Sid went. And the rest, as they say, is history. So,
The cats or tails?
I don't know.
By 1916, flat feet didn't make any difference. They were taking
I think
everybody.
you're right, Jim.
Probably know it.
I think you're right. So I don't know if anyone else has any memories or thoughts they wanted to add. Or
I just remember a picture of Grandpa, especially with you at Stonehenge.
yes,
Conducting a historical tour there.
yes. The official guide for Stonehenge stopped and let Grandpa basically take over. It was really quite funny.
Didn't they say he knows more about this than I do?
Yes, yes. Yeah. So
This is the grandparents I heard Richard was had to go there every weekend to get out of trouble, stay out of trouble at his house.
Yeah, that often happens.
But a kindly grandmother.
Richard and I sort of like
My mom would be in tears on a Friday night.
Yes, she would be.
Dad
like
would say,
insurance,
well,
so
we'll
you
send
can-
Richard off to your parents' place for the weekend.
Well, I remember
We could
your
spread
mom,
the damage between two places.
your mom saying that she would send you on the bus, put you on the bus, and she would pin a note to you saying toenails and fingernails. Because apparently Nana was the only one who could cut your toenails and fingernails without. I don't think they do that.
And all of this is going to appear in the video, by the way. Let's have some more deep personal embarrassments.
It's the perfect pedicure and massage. That's right.
Yep, that's right.
That's where Grandma learned to sew.
Well, for me, one of my earliest childhood memories of Nana and Grandpa was going to their house on Pinegrove in their backyard with all his flowers and roses and all that. And he would always insist on sort of taking people on a tour and talking about it all. And as a little kid, I just found it so boring. Because, you know, I didn't care about these things. And his English accent was so strong. All I would hear was, you know, and he was pointing at things and I'm like, wait. And the thing I find so funny is I'm hoping it won't rain because I'd love to take you for tours in my garden. I'm walking through because I'd like to explain everything in my own garden in my house. And so I'm realizing it's gone through. I've inherited
Remember the beautiful peach trees and the arbors on either side?
And you know what
The
we have in our garden, Terry, when we were last got together all together, I've got one of those lilies.
The lilies, yeah.
And it's like tripled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Aunt Maud, it's like tripled
about
in
to
size.
bloom.
Yeah, mine's just about to
Yeah, just about another week.
So I have Aunt Maud lily too.
But interesting there, isn't it?
That looks like a north Boston.
Want to take it? Or?
Up in the air.
Oh, the white?
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, I think it's sort of.
Dad grows
It's climbing.
definitely.
Well, not tropical.
Well, I remember Grandpa's love of astronomy, and I remember him out at our place at the dinner table. So say this plate is the sun. Now this cup is the Earth.
You're right, Linda.
Grandpa didn't have the opportunity to get much formal education.
That's right.
He went to a boys' school in England, but I think he attained about the level of grade 8. But what I remember about him was he was always interested in things.
Yes.
He subscribed to a magazine called Scientific American back in those days, which for a layman was really, you know, a fairly technical magazine.
Yeah.
And I remember taking him to both the Science Center and the ROM a whole number of times. And he really loved it there and he'd say, "Let's get this, boy," and he'd grab me by the shoulder and drag me over to a case and he'd read everything aloud that was in the case. But what I also remember about Grandpa was the sense of humor. And it didn't really kind of run to the satirical side of things, but what he loved was childhood mischief. And I'll never forget taking the GO train with him one time. And we went from Clarkson back to Scarborough. I guess I was probably coming out to visit you guys or whatever. But it was dusk, and there was still some light in the sky. And it was the old GO train cars that were silver and only had one level to them. But we were looking out the window, and there was these two boys that must have been 10 or 11 years old. And they were standing at the side of the tracks, and as we went by, they both dropped their pants and mooned the train. And I thought my grandfather would strangle laughing. He thought that was just hysterical. But, he was a wonderful man, and I really miss him.
Still do. Still do.
Uncle Rich, what are your memories?
Tons.
So many.
No, I remember when we were kids, so coming out here on our bicycles to Pinegrove Cemetery.
From Glenmount.
But I think that the cemetery has acquired more farmland
so,
around it. You know, because it's huge now. Now I think cemeteries are. We passed one today, Rest Haven. What did it say about the
The crematorium.
crematorium?
Opening soon.
Sounded like a milkshake.
Not creamsicle.
I get it now.
Well, are we going to sing our... No, we're going to sing first, Dad.
We thought it might be fun to sing a song, a hymn. And David said, any suggestions? And I thought about this song, and I thought this song, for lots of reasons, was kind of appropriate. I didn't think of it being Father's Day, but, you know, it's father, grandfather, lots in that way. But I just thought about just the way it talks about nature so much, and Grandpa's love for nature and everything. So, anyway. Great.
Who's a musical person?
Gee, I wonder.
This is my Father's word, and to my listening ears, all nature sings and round me rings the music of the spheres. This is my Father's world, I rest me in the thought of rocks and trees, of skies and seas, His hand the wonders wrought. This is my Father's world, the birds their carols raise, the morning light, the lily white, declare their Maker's praise. This is my Father's world, He shines in all that's fair. In the rustling grass I hear Him pass, He speaks to me everywhere. This is my Father's world, oh let me ne'er forget, that though the wrong seems oft so strong, God is the ruler yet. This is my Father's world, why should my heart be sad? The Lord is King, let the heavens ring, God reigns, let the earth be glad.
That's a great song. For just an occasion like this, it really is. Nicely done.